Hi guys, so welcome to the session. In this session, I'm going to show you how to install Oracle 19c database on Linux machine. It is a non-multi-tenant. It is not a multi-tenant. So for that, I have a virtual box there. I already installed Linux machine. So I'm going to install on the software only, database software only. So for that, we need to connect virtual machine and then import the database software. Give a minute. So as I said, I already have a Linux machine which is installed and I have created a .vara file. So I'm going to browse that and I'm going to, if you want, you can change the name of the instance as well. I'll keep it as it is, DevDB, and RAM is 4 GB, 1 CPU. That is fine for our core database installation. Wherever you have a storage, you can select that location. For me, I'll choose another location. I don't want to keep all the things on C drive. Standalone. Okay, in this folder, I'm going to install this. The MAC addresses, whatever I used for DevDB in my stored one, this file. If you want to keep different IP addresses, you can select this one, generate new MAC addresses for all network adapters. Then next, this will complete as per your system performance. Like if it is high-end configuration, it would take more than 10 minutes. Okay, import completed. Now we can start this machine, but I'll show you some network parameters. Here it is. We have 3 adapters is enabled. For core database, we don't need all these 3 adapters. Host only adapter is fine. Why? Because if you want to configure your database server, the server address, we can make it here host only address adapter. If you select any bridged one to connect internet, okay, we are not, we will, we require this, but I'll enable in a second adapter for bridged one. Internal network means this is for internally, like in real time businesses, they will use internal networks. Okay, for our demo purpose, we are going to use host only adapter. And second one, it is not for internal, it is for bridged network. This is for internet. Through internet, we can access, anybody can access this server, whatever the server we are going to configure. Adapter 3 is not required. These 3 adapters we required as and when we are going to configure rack environment. So this is a standalone, so we don't need another adapter. And one more thing is, we need to create one shared folder. Why? Because no, we have given 40 GB for this dev complete storage. But if you want to download patches, software, database related softwares and all, don't copy paste directly on the dev server. It will be storage consumed thing. So we can create a shared folder that we can access our local machine. Okay. For that purpose, I'm going to create this. For this, click on the plus sign and select the folder where your software has been copied. In my case, in C drive, no, in D drive, I have softwares. So this is a shared one, DB soft and VM software. These are all my softwares. Okay. Then this we need to mount it on our DB server. Wherever we are going to mount, click on auto mount. If you want to select the mount point like media, something like that, by default, it will select as a media. So no need to mention this mount point. Read only means we cannot make any changes on that. So I'm not going to select this as well. Some of them will select this, but it is not required. So click on OK. So this is a shared path where your software has been there. Even in the patches also, we can give the same way. And another thing, if you want to increase the storage for this, as I said, 40 GB I have, and actual size is 28.3. In this database already we have a multi-tenant database. So I'm going to delete that and then I'll create a non-multi-tenant database on this server. That's it. Click on OK. Now we have only 2 adapters. Then our database name is there. Click on Start. So machine is going to starting up virtual machine. So this already have in this machine, we already have Linux software 7.9 is already there. Okay. This one we can close it. It is not required. This is just an alert notifications. So in couple of seconds, next few seconds, it will start up. So it's Linux machine is started. Login with Oracle, or if you want to log in with a root user, click on this one, not listed. Give the root name and the password for root user. This is the operating system user. Okay, to connect any server in the real time side, you have to have a OS user. Okay. So now we connected. Let me check which port is running on this machines. This network setup is off, means we cannot see our IP addresses. Why? Because I'll show you. To open our terminal, right click on open terminal. See, this is our normal Linux 140 kind of one. Check if config. It will show you the IPs which are listening your server services. So in my, this is one service enp08. These names also we can make changes. It is not, it is default names. If you want, you can make it a different name also. Here it should have int and IP number. This is ether one. Okay, locally it is listening, and it is not listening the IP addresses. For that, if you want to see the IP address on which IP the server is running, we have to enable this networks. Okay, click on wide settings. You can make it on and click on the settings. We can see the IP address. This is the address where we are going to connect physically. If you want to connect outside the virtual machine for this server, database server, we can use this IP. Okay, let me check this. And also, as and when you are going to reboot your virtual machine, no, next time automatically this network services should came up, means we have to select under details, connect automatically should be enabled. Okay, no need, mean this time it is off, right? So if you select that one, next time if you reboot the VM, our services will automatically on. As and when, if you want, as and when we are going to reboot this network services, you can do 2 times on and off. That will be make consistent. See, now if config I tried right before I start, I haven't seen any IP address here, but this time if I click IP if config 1, I should see my IP address. Here it is. Bridged one, no, that IP we will not see that one, but whatever we given host only network, this is the IP where we are going to connect. This should show once you set with if config, it should display. Otherwise, your service is not properly configured. We cannot able to access outside our virtual machine. etc host. My host is this. IP is this. DevDB is my host name. Check what is our host name. Command is hostne host name. Okay, let me maximize this. Leave it. Okay. Clear. Host name. Our host name is DevDB1. Same should be there in your etc host. If anything wrong, means we have to correct it. devdb1.local domain is my host name. Correct. And IP address is this one. So now what I'll do, I'll connect it from my outside. This is inside of that your virtual box. Now I'm going to connect outside of my virtual box. I'm using mobile XTerm to use our graphical user interface. See, IP I have copied and I'm going to connect with my Oracle user. So earlier I already connected. That's where the password is not asking. Clear. Let me check whether, as I said, I have already database installed in this server. So I'm going to drop that and I'm going to install the new database. Smon. So database is not running. Smon is a background process. It will show you your background process up and running or not. If background process is up and running, means your database instance is up and running. Okay. Clear. Let me check my home location. $Oracle home. Home already set. I'm going to change these paths as well. I don't want to keep these things, this home. I will keep different home. Okay. What I'll do, make directory U02. Mostly it won't allow me. There could be some problem. If it is problem means we have to have create these directories from our root directory, not from the this one. Why? Because this U02 mount was using this root file system. Okay, that is where it is not allowing me to connect it. For that, let me connect with another. Let me take another session and there I'll connect with the root. For that, duplicate tab. Okay, same server. Switch root. Hyphen means root only. Okay, what I'll do, I'll create a directory. Make directory. Directory structure is required. Why? Because in this server, we can install n number of databases as per our memory and storage on the server. mkdir, no such file or directory. Okay, for this, sorry, we need to mention -p. One, if you want to create single folder, single directory, we have to use that. But if you want to create a number of directories, like I'm creating first U02, inside of that U02 recursively and app and then Oracle, all of these things I'm going to create it. Okay, I need one more under app, Vora install, Vora inventory for storing your global inventory. Inventory. Okay, these two are required. Okay, and then remaining things will automatically created as part of your database installation. So these two paths is required to install your database software. Okay, this home path is for your Oracle database softwares to unzip those things. And inventory is required. We are going to install Oracle Home, right? That Oracle Home related patches, Oracle Home related information, everything will stored in your inventory. Okay, if you want to add another instance in this server, single inventory is fine. Okay, single inventory is fine. And then you can create one more U03 mount point. There you can install another database. Likewise, even I have U01 inventory, but I don't want to use the existing inventory. So I'm going to drop complete my U01 mount point where I have existed software, database software. See earlier how much size this mount point is showing. Total 30 GB is there. Use 27 GB. Use 27 GB. Free only 3.5 GB. So 89% it is utilized. After I have removed, no, let me check how much mount is having. See 11 GB is used. 20 GB is free. So after I removed completely U01 mount point, I got almost 17 GB free up. 16.5 GB free up. So that 16.5 GB is enough for to install our database. Okay. See here, we can see, right, media software, SFVM softwares. This was mounted because I have created the shared folder. Okay. My softwares are there in this shared folder. So let me go to my media software location. This is not in my database server. This media is there in my local desktop where I have all these softwares. I don't want this size also, it's huge, like more than 20 GB is there. Okay, let me unzip my Oracle database software to the home which I created. Okay, db underscore home, right? There I'm going to unzip my softwares. Virtual guide, Oracle database, racks 1, where it is, this one. So in this location, non-rack DB. Non-rack database. While we are downloading the rack software, grid infrastructure, there also we have a database. Both are same. Non-rack DB and this is same, but for our demo purpose, I have downloaded separate one. This will be in linux.x64 19.3.00 is our database. So I'm going to unzip this software. Unzip software location -d. In which location I'm going to unzip this software? I'm going to unzip this software in the home which I created, Oracle home location. So this is unzip means whatever the zip file is there, that will inside of the zip we have n number of files will be there, more files, software files. Those will unzip in this location. Clear? While it is going to unzip, I'll update my Oracle home in the inventory, like bash.dat profile will be there in our Oracle user location. Okay, I'm going to update that bash profile, vi bash underscore profile. Here, what is your base location? U02. Earlier I used U01 that I already dropped no. So I have to update this. Where is my inventory? My inventory is there in U02. Remaining everything is same. My database name is devdb. SID. Database means instance name I mentioned. Let me delete this. Let me keep devdb. devdb. So I'm going to provide my database name and instance name is SID, both same only, devdb and devdb for database name. I have updated the path properly and host name is same. That is fine. What will help, right? In this database, you are going to, in this server, you are going to install n number of databases. According to that, you have to update. Here, I have only one database is there on this server with Oracle username. That is where I mentioned. If you have another database, you can use another Oracle, another OS user. Don't use the same user. Okay. Every database, if you want to configure 10 databases in this server, devdb server, for this database I used Oracle user. Next database you can use Oracle 1 OS user. There and again you can update your bash profile. Okay, if you want to install the same, like under same user, you have to uncomment in the bash profile. You have to create individual environmental files. You have to manually set your environment file. Otherwise, in a bash profile, like it will not work out for multiple databases with single OS user. Okay, that is where. Okay, our software also unzip completed. This is unzip completed. Where I have unzipped in this location, right? Let me check whether we have all the files is there or not. How we need to check? ls-ltr with the home path. So we have the software files is there in this location. Okay. All these are the software files. But what is the username? Root. What is the group? Root. This is not the correct one. We have to change this root. Database we are going to install under Oracle user. Under Oracle user. And in group is O install. So these two we need to update. We need to change owner from root to root is a OS user admin. So we in real time we don't have a root access. This root actions, root level access will taken care by the Unix admin or operating system administrators. This is not a DBA role. So this is our lab session. No, that's where we are using root access. chown -rf. Recursively you can update whatever the user I am going to give, whatever the group install 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 to U02. If I mention this means everywhere it will update inside of that app, Oracle product, everywhere. So if you want to see, let me show you again. What is the earlier we can see root, right? Root user, root group. But I changed the owner to Oracle and O install. This is correct way we have to install our database. That is fine. Then what else? Software we have downloaded and we have installed as part of this. We have downloaded already installed the Linux software and the database software also we have downloaded. If you want to download these things, you can download from the edelivery.oracle.com site and install Linux and 19c. Linux already installed. In our session, we are going to install the database non-multi-tenant thing. Okay. For that, I already have a user ID. Okay. This is root user. So I have user ID Oracle. Which user we have connected? Type ID. It will show you the username. I have connected with Oracle. That's it. Now we are good to start our database installation part. So let me check Oracle home, which is set. Okay. As of now, I have updated the bash profile. I did not compile, set the environment. It will show U01 only. It should not show U02. It is showing only old one, but it is not there actually. What will happen now? I'm going to execute I'm going to compile the bash profile. How we are going to compile the bash profile? With dot space the bash profile name. Bash profile is the ._bash profile. Dot means hidden file. It won't show you normally ls-ltr. You have to use ls-ltr extra a you have to use. So this means I have set the environment. Now let me check echo Oracle home. See here it is showing properly. And then what is my SID? I want to make my SID should be devdb. That is properly set it. Now I'm going to Oracle home location and then I'll start installation part from here. Why I am using this browser, this putty session, mobile exam. Here we don't need to set any display or anything. It will install our database software in a GUI mode very easily. So in real time, no, we cannot, in a normal putty sessions, we will not get GUI mode. GUI means graphical user interface one. Okay, this database we can install in two ways. One is response file, silent mode, another one is GL mode, the GUI mode. We are not going with the silent mode. We are going to interactive mode, GUI mode. So we have our uninstaller. This is the driver tool to install your database. /run installer. Enter. We will get graphical user. Okay. What is saying? Oracle installer IVV DBG configuration. There is some Java related issue is there. That's where it is showing. See, this is the GUI, graphical user interface. Here we can install our database in interactive way. While we are seeing, you want to install only software, you can go ahead. You want to install software plus database, we will go this only. It is a standalone, right? If you are going with a rack or other upgradation process, you can select this. You have to see, they given the note also. For rack installation, do set up software only. And then you can use DBCA, database configuration assistance, to configure your database. But in our case, it's a demo session, non-multi-tenant database we are going to create with this option. Click next. Server type desktop, we will get less features, only less functionalities. We will not get most of the features which are there in the database side. If you want to use all the features which is there in 19C database, we can select server classes. Then next, standard edition or enterprise edition. Mostly we will get enterprise means big organizations, high availability, security features, high. We will get most of the features which are there in a database. This will be higher licensing cost compared to the standard edition. If you are a startup company, less than 100 employees or less than 100 users, you can go with the standard edition. You no need a lot of functionalities, lot of features. Okay, it is cost very cheap compared to the enterprise edition. So we will practice our enterprise edition only. No, we are not going for standard edition. Okay, these are just a difference in between the licensing cost and extra functionalities. That's it, nothing much. So Oracle base U02 app Oracle, that is correct only, where my Vara data files, diagnostic files from the product Oracle Home will start. This is the base. Simple. If you are going to construct a house, first you have to build your basement. Okay, on that basement you can go with +1 or +10 floors. The same way, this is my base. On top of that, I can go with n number of databases also, the same location and different path also. But in our case, in this base, we have a database location where our database is going to install, and our data files location where our original data will store. Vara data folder will create here, and also diagnostic location. Whatever the issues happen on this database, for that to monitor something, the diagnostic tool will be there. That also store even your Oracle base location only, diagnostic. Also FRA, if you enable FRA means if any database failures happen, the archive should and the backup should store in somewhere. The backups or archive log backups will store in your FRA location. Those path also stored in your base location. This is by default, it will fetch as and when you set the bash profile. If you not set the bash profile, you have to give this path manually, like browse the thing and then you have to give. Then select next. These are the two types of databases. For our core database as a DBA, we can select transaction processing databases. It is normal process, OLTP, Oracle transactional processes. Data warehousing for analytics, OLAP related database. If you are going for installation, data warehouses related, you can select this. But in our case, we are using OLTP only. Most of the DBS, 70 to 80%, we are using transactional processing only. This is live one. This is not a live one. Data warehousing for storage, like a cold storage, how we are going to store our things. So data also we will store in data warehouses for analytic purpose. So we are going to install live database transactional processing. So Oracle system ID. So ID, we have dev DB. I think it is already in use. It is showing. That is fine. If it is using dev DB, I'll change that as well. And what is your global name? It's a database name. I'll keep dev DB1. Okay. Instead of dev1, even I have set the SID path as dev, right? We will change that later also. That is not an issue. It won't throw any error. Here is our main difference. Create a container database. If you are selecting this, it is a multi-tenant architecture. Now I'm not going to install the multi-tenant. This is non-multi-tenant. So I'm unchecking this. So we don't have any. In 19C database, we have this option. But from 21C and 23C versions, this will not be there. By default, we have a multi-tenant architecture. Clear? Now we have only standalone database architecture. And automatic memory management, it is by default enabled. Leave it as it is. This is our SGA plus PGA size total included 1.4 GB. 1.4 GB, that's right. 1466 MB. And character set by default Unicode AL32 UTF. Okay, that is fine. Schemas, we don't need to select. All are default values. If you don't want to make automatic memory management, you can uncheck this. But there is a limitation. If you want to make 4 GB like normal without automatic thing, you require 4 GB plus memory should be there on your database. So in our case, you can select automatic memory management. Why? Because I have given 4 GB of local memory. Inside of that 4 GB, server memory 4 GB, but my database memory 1.4 GB. Only 40% we have to assign. If it is your server database, server level, RAM size or memory size is 10 GB. Here it will pick automatically 40 GB, 4 GB. So 40% of your server memory pick as a SGA plus PGA size. Next. So as I said, right, U02 app Oracle is our database base Oracle base location. As I said, Oracle data is to store your data files, CRD files, control file, redo log file, all the files that will store original data under Oracle data. If you have a ASM, okay, you can select ASM, but in our case, we are not using ASM, we are using local file system. Local means the server where we have installed the database, the same server, we are using the storage backup as well. So if you want to enable the OEM, Oracle Enterprise Manager, it's a cloud control to monitor your database health checks and all. So we are not using this. If you want, you cannot check it. But in our case, we are not selecting that. It required extra port enable and some extra work we need to do. So here it is. If you enable the recovery, FRA, as I said, the recovery or backup files will store in your recovery underscore area base location only. We can enable it, no problem. But our database also, it will start in archive mode to take your backups and all. See here, admin password. It is asking to set your admin. By default, sys system is our database admin users. We are not creating these users. These users will create automatically as part of our software installation. So if you want to keep different passwords for sys system, you can update it here. But in my case, I'll keep both the sys system passwords. I'll make it same here itself. Let me confirm it. Okay. If it is not matching the password same as, we will get error. If you put a weak password, we will get warning. You can leave that warning. But I have given the standard multiple like character, small character, high character, and special characters. I have given numbers also. Next. Here, this is also one important. Which one we need to select? For our OS user, I selected O install. So the same O install group I'll give for all the administration purpose, all the operators, OS grants. So each and every service, if you want to enable the data guard administration or database operator services, everything group will be O install. If you want to keep different group, you can keep it. But in my case, I'll keep all are same only. If you want to install rack related things, OS rack DBA group, even for that, I'll keep O install only. Okay, why? Because I'm using Oracle user o install group. The same group I am giving for everything. So if you check this automatically run the config scripts, while we are installing the database, we will get two root scripts. Those will do, those will create your Vara inventory that will enter your SID name and home path. If you want to run automatically inside as part of the script, no need to interact this. You can check this and provide the root user password. But I will not do this. Let me take the script and I'll run it manually, those scripts. Okay, that is where it is showing. So pre-checks, if anything, memory or any other software or OS level things is required, it will check. If any issues happen, it will fail. We need to fix that and then only we can proceed further. So there is no issues. Our installation is ready. If you want to save these response files, we can save it. If you want to install the new database next time, you can use this response file. You can install our database, whatever we selected the operations like name or path, all these things, right? We can update manually in the response file. That response file we can use run installer space that response file. If you can provide it, right, that will install in a silent mode. That called silent mode. This is interactive mode. Okay, that's it, nothing much. I just saved this response file. If I want to install one more database in this server with a silent mode, I can use that response file. Clear? And I'm ready to install. Click on install. See here, installation process has been started. This database installation, it won't take much time. It will complete 5 to 10 minutes, but database configuration will take more time. So no such file or directory, logs Vara install. See, U01, it is taking Vara inventory, whatever I have created, old one, right? That is picking that one. As and when you are going to install the software, okay, a new software in the existing Oracle home, we will get this kind of inventory errors. Okay, that is fine. I'll fix that issue. Okay, let me pass this and then I'll complete. Okay, let me start reinstallation. Previous one we have failed due to the inventory etc Vara inventory location, which we have old one. Now we have updated the path in Vara inventory. It is picking the new inventory. So it won't take much, but the database configuration, it will take around 20 to 25 minutes, but installation, it won't take much. Here I'll show you the root scripts. Once we executed that, and then we can wait for a couple of minutes to complete that. Here we will get, once the setup is done, then set up the base, then execute root scripts. These scripts we need to execute on root user. In real time now, we will ask our OS team to execute these scripts because we don't have a root access. Okay, on behalf of us, they will execute it. Okay, in this execution thing, right, we can take here also, we will get the instructions, clear instructions where we need to execute this script. Open a terminal, log into root, run the script, return to this window and click on OK. Once we have executed, this will enter your details in your Vara tab. Okay, SID, home path, those details. So I have opened another session connected to the root user. Okay, let me execute this directly. And it will prompt you the directory, keep it as it is, default value. And what it does, DB home, Vara env and Cora env. These files, it has been updated with this owner and this is the path and the database SID name. Those will set. Okay, if you want, you can see cat Vara data. Vara etc Vara inventory Vara tab, sorry, Vara tab. Here we don't have as of now it is not entered. Okay, let me show you. Once I clicked on OK, once I click on OK, it is going to configure, right? Let me see now. Here we don't have anything as of now, but after I clicked on OK, that is fine. Once installation is finished, we can see that value should be DevDB and U02 home should be present in your Vara tab location. Okay, this won't take much time. Now, Oracle database configuration, yes, this configuration has been started. If you want to see, we can see the details, what it is going to do. Sys password prompted, system password has been prompted to create your database. Network, listener and DNS files, it is going to loaded those services. Also, listener, it is already started. Okay, listener started. Then preparing your operations, copy the data files. Data files means your as and when we are creating the database, by default, we will get 5 table spaces. Those table spaces is a logical name. In a physical name is data files. System, sysops, undo, user, temp. These files, by default, it is going to create it here as part of your DBCA database configuration. It is going to create it here. Now it is going to copy and then it will create it. Let me see. See, this has been updated. Now, once we install our software, if you run the root.sh script, that will update the SID name and the home path where you are going to install your things in Vara tab. Okay. Otherwise, if you not run that, it won't update your Vara env file. Also Vara tab, it won't update it properly. OS level, it is going to register. For that purpose, we need to run that root.sh script from the root user. And if n means as and when we reboot your server, okay, the database will not start up automatically. You have to start manually. If you want to restart your database, you can keep yes. Okay. Before shutting down the database, what is the status? If it is up and running, after the data server is rebooted, it will keep on up to date. Okay. I won't make it's a demo instance. For practice purpose, I will not make it as Y. Okay. That is one thing. So copy data files is completed. Create and starting Oracle instance. It is going to initiated now. It will take 20 to 25 minutes. I'll get back once it is completed. So our database successfully completed. Okay, then close. Here, see, enterprise, if you want to connect, we haven't configured the CM. That is fine. Then close. So here our database, run installer step. Now this time we haven't got any Java error or anything. And it is successfully installed. If you want to install your database in next time, right, you can use these response files under database home install response location. Okay. Now let me check my database. Clear the session. ps-ef pipe grep smon. Yes, my instance is up and running. If you want to see all the background processes running or not, you can see ps-ef pipe grep vara underscore. These are all the background processes. DB writer starting with 01. Okay. Then let me check with my database as sysdba. So I have connected show PDBs, nothing. It is not, it is clear. No, this is not multi-tenant database architect. It is a non-multi-tenant database. Select name comma open underscore mode from e dollar database. Mine is DevDB read only, read write mode. Okay. Then we will see our listener also is configured, right? Check the listener status. My listener is up and running and the service is devdb dxb. Okay. If you want to connect with my this database outside the SQL developer or some other tool, we can use this service name, user ID and password host name, and then we can connect it. Okay. This concludes our database installation, non-multi-tenant database installation. Okay. Thank you.